Some terrific young talent in the NBA. There hasn't been many times where he's played like a rookie as he's come in and done whatever is asked of him. That's why he's our number 5.
And at number 5 in the rankings, it wouldn't be out of the question for him to make a run at that top spot here in the last half of the season.
Not at all. I mean, his talent is on par with any of the guys ahead of him in those rookie rankings right now.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Grant is out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's LeVert in at the 2-guard spot. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with the chosen one. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Strawther in a 2-guard. What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops? Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
The Nuggets now on offense. And what about the run this team is on? I mean, it's just incomprehensible. With all the ups and downs in the NBA, you have to be truly dominant to win 34 consecutive games.
I don't even know how you describe the winning streak this team is on. It's a combination of the talent this crew has, but the confidence and self-belief and togetherness, cohesiveness that these guys have. It's a special thing to behold.
Sinks the triple.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. If he senses the defense is playing off him, as the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The chosen one gets the basket. The chosen one's got 6.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now here's Drummond. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a number 1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
You know, the first thing that jumps out at you when you look at Grant is his athleticism. I mean, this guy's a terrific dunker and finishes well around the basket even when he doesn't dunk it.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the free throw, no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, here's LeVert. No good there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Ball. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Charlotte again missing. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. The chosen one's shot is off.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against Indiana was terrific. He contributed 51 points, and the way he hit the glass and defended out there was impressive. He was locked in. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight?
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Denver passing it around. Van Vliet outside. To the middle. Pass to Strother. Pocket 2. Shoots over LeVert. And that one's good. Strother.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. For the Nuggets, Gordon's checked in for Jokic. Aiden Watson comes in for the chosen one. And Christian Braun subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Nuggets on D. They're leading by 8. Pass to Williams. To the paint. They could use a bucket. Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Clippers.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
On the clock, Strother, and it's off from three-point range. Hornets trail by 6. Smith the pass to Miller. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. 3. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Nuggets lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Duncan Robinson. Smith is out there with ball. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Zalon in at the 4 spot. For 3, Smith. It's hauled in by Watson.
And he didn't punish.
He's checked in for the Nuggets. The Hornets also changing it up. Andre Drummond's checked in for Williams. And it's LeVert in for Robinson. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Smith scanning the floor. Here's Drummond. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Micic, the best of the chosen one. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And so it's Charlotte with it. Denver getting their last shot to go. Down low and stolen by Gordon. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Brown the pass to the chosen one. And he gets it to go. And now a 7-point Denver lead.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Smith outside. Pass to Drummond. Offensive rebound. Back to Smith. And here's LeVert to the inside. And Drummond throws it down.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Denver leading by 5. Gordon with it. Down low. Here's the chosen one. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Ball. Here's Gordon. Misses off the left iron.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Deep 2 from Ball. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And now just a 3-point Nugget lead.
Boy, Caris LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team. I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Charlotte. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now, here is Miller. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, and over time, Grant has expanded his range. If he's left open from beyond the arc, he can definitely knock that shot down now.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
So they take the lead. Grant's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's the chosen one. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Van Vliet against Smith. Pass to Miller. Back to Smith. Now here's Grant. Misses the 3. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Denver on top. They're up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend? What are some moments you guys remember from past dunk contests?
I remember when Kenny got edged out by the great Dominique Wilkins. How'd you let that happen, Kenny?
Well, first of all, I got cheated. God did the same dunk 3 times in a row. But beating Dominique is like trying to beat Michelangelo in a painting contest.
Yeah, well said, Jed. Well said, I guess. And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
We've got Fred VanVleet. Jokic is out there with the chosen one. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Strawther in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Back to Ball. Pass to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. VanVleet kicks to Porter. Here's the chosen one. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Over to the left wing. The chosen one passes to Jokic. Here's the chosen one. He's got 26 to the paint and stolen by Drummond. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's LeVert. Here's Grant. Plays it up and banks it in. Grant's got 14 points.
Well, I tell you, I think Grant's athleticism was what allowed him to win out there.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Nuggets, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency, though, down the stretch. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Clark famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Nuggets. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. We thank you for the report. A different look for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Jokic. And Christian Braun subbed in for Fred VanVleet. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's the chosen one. And he has 28 points for the game.
Drummond likes to be in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor, playing defense and gobbling up rebounds. He makes a lot of good defensive plays.
Goes up off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
It's LeVert on the wing. Miller outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Pass to Salon. Miller outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
First free throw is good.
Substitution on the court.
On the court for the Hornets, they've got Caris LeVert. He's out there with LaMelo Ball. Brandon Miller out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Salon in at the power forward. Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's the chosen one. The kick out to Porter. VanVleet passes to the chosen one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to LeVert. There's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. LeVert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Inside. Cuts off the pass. Let's get an update on Jeremy Grant. Dave, what's the status there?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Hornets. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. The coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Charlotte making the switch here. Grant's checked in. And that one misses. Hornets trail by 9. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, you're going to get trips to the line.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Now here's Van Vliet. Denver passing it around.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Here's Ball. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. It's deflected. Van Vliet with it. Here's the chosen one. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Van Vliet controls the pace for you and delivers the right pass at the right time with the right speed.
Grant gets a wide open look. And again, the Hornets missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the chosen. Oh my goodness.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Ball with the bucket. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's the chosen one, and the shot goes in. The chosen one's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Uses both hands to slam it down. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Way to bring the effort tonight.